back. It's, what is it? It's P2-day4, and I've done a pound today. So in total, I am net loss £4.4 pounds so far, and like with load and everything, it was like 6.4. Sorry, I am right next to the fish tank, so it's a bit noisy. We've got the pump going. Right, so what do I want to report today? I wanted to actually talk about what Eileen mentioned in her vlog. It's I think it's the one that she did post Hawaii. So talk about taboo foods and things. So my future long time goal is that I want to do this round and I want to stabilise. It's one thing that I haven't done in a long time is actually properly stabilise. So I want to stabilise. So like when I get into Christmas next year, I want to be at the point where no food is off limit, because I natively find that for some reason my body likes the 140s. It loves the 140s. I think it's because I was this weight last year for pretty much the whole year. And I could eat effectively anything that I wanted in moderation, so long as it was in moderation and not a massive whole cheesecake. But as long as it was in moderation, I didn't gain or I didn't lose. And the last 2 weeks have been a bit like that as well. Not the last 2 weeks, but probably since I've been back from Mexico and until I started load, I was relatively eating what I wanted. I was having some chocolate if I needed it. I was having some, we ate out quite a bit. I didn't think about what I should have compared to what I shouldn't have. And because I was having the things that I wanted, I never binged on them at all. And I was a bit like that in Mexico as well. There's nothing that I physically binged on, but I had everything. I had bread, I had pasta, I had pizza. Not very much pizza. Mexican pizza wasn't that great. But I had pretty much everything that I wanted to have. And there was nothing that I didn't want to have. And actually, something that Katie did when we were in Vegas, we'd gone to a buffet one night, the Caesar's Palace buffet. And the desserts, well, let's just put it that way, they were amazing. There were loads of them. And when we both went around, you know, we got lots of different things, and we shared a few as well. But what she did was she'd take a bite of each one. So on her plate there was loads. It looked like a mouse had been there. But I started doing that in Mexico because there were quite a few different desserts every night. But my mum would look at me and she'd say, it was a family holiday, so there was about 12 of us that went. My mum would look at me and say that, you're not going to finish any of those. I said, no, I just wanted to try them. And that's all I did, is I tried them. The ones that I liked, I may have had a few more bites, but the others that I didn't like, I didn't bother eating them. Whereas before, I know what I would, 5 years ago, I would have got all of them. Even if I semi-liked them, I still would have eaten them. Whereas now, I'm only eating what my palate's liking, which is good because it makes things so much easier. And the less of the binge factor. And I think that's where I'm at, that I don't have any intolerance. Well, I have an intolerance to carrot and lactose, a little bit of lactose. So as long as I don't have too much dairy, I'm alright. But I don't want to have a high-fat, low-carb diet for the rest of my life because I don't think that's healthy. And something that Peggy mentioned in her vlog as well about the Horizon, like the BBC boys, the twin doctors. I mean, I watched that when I was live on TV because it's obviously UK. But even on that, they meant that there were two doctors that did a study, and it was one did all sugar, so it was all carbs, and it wasn't like he was allowed anything else but carbs. It was literally just sugar-based carbs, so it wasn't rice and stuff. It was all sugar-based stuff. Cassie, what's my stuff?
Can I please have some mayonnaise?
Yes, go get some. So it wasn't just sugar. It wasn't just carb based. It was sugar. It was a high sugar diet, and then the other guy did a high fat diet where he had no carbs. And although the fat guy lost a little bit more weight, he had lost a lot of muscle. The sugar guy had lost a little bit of weight, actually, bizarrely. And that goes back to Tim Ferriss. I don't know if you've read Tim Ferriss. I'm flying all over the place. I don't know if you've read Tim Ferriss's 4-Hour Body book, but he says something similar as well, where if you eat... an average person ate 1,000 calories of fat, they'd lose weight. About 8 or 1 pound a day. If they ate 1,000 calories of pure protein, then they'd lose 0.8 of a pound a day. And if they ate nothing but sugar and carbs, they'd lose I think they'd gain 0.2. So it goes back to that mentality. But I want to get to the point where I'm not restricting. I just want to eat good, healthy, clean food. And I think that's where I'm heading. And I don't think I'm ever going to live a low carb life, because I do like my carbs and I'll always introduce them. And I read Simeon's again recently as well, was it, P2-day? And and he also mentions that it's important to do phase 4, to reintroduce those carbs, because our bodies need carbs as fuel. They don't need muscle as fuel, and they don't use fat as fuel. Fat isn't a fuel source. So and protein effectively isn't a fuel source. It then gets your body, breaks it down to make it into a fuel source. And I'm not saying that I'm going to be eat everything. I'm going to try and stay away from sugars as much as possible, but I'm not going to completely avoid them. But the carbs, I'm definitely, like the rice, the flour, the oats, all of that stuff, I'm definitely going to have. I'm now rambling. I don't know how long it's been. 6 minutes. I think that's it. That was a massive brain dump, and I think I flew everywhere. But I get a bit scatterbrained when I get on the juice, so maybe it's because of that. But I had so much to say, and I don't even know if I said it all. And I just went off on random tangents. Never mind. I hope you guys are having good losses or good maintenance, and yeah, that's it. Alright, bye.